A.A. Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 2 of the NFL.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to the flat for Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Seth Williams, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They scored the most points of anyone on opening. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. He left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Devon Hamilton able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting...
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. action. They'll throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. 2nd and 14. Gets it down to the 32. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his tight end Fan. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Touchdown! That's caught. Seth Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gordon flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5. This will be caught. Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin with a game that Coach Madden should probably shield his eyes from. A rematch of the Immaculate Reception. The Silver and Black taking on Pittsburgh. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Jalen Richard, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we check on the other Pennsylvania team as we head east to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Jets losers last week. They need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First down, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give to Williams, running right. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That's caught left side by Judy. It's a pickup of 17 there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now he'll try to run with this. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd. This will be a a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Get that quarterback.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon there to make the grab. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll drop to throw. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games.